All right, you know what it is. G Money, the push on Taste Radio, Dash Radio. Big energy right now. We've been feeding the streets a lot. So today, got one of Detroit's most prolific rappers, the drink god, Icewear Vezzo. What's good, brother?
What it do, bro?
Look, man, it's on the floor here, waiting for you.
You
We
heard?
were waiting.
He
We
say
were
it's
waiting.
on the floor.
It's on the floor. Got a lot of niggas in Detroit, East Side, everything. We moving
Yeah.
around. Come on, 100%.
That's sad.
Matter of fact, them niggas was up in here in Soho House. It was nothing but buffs and shit. They was going crazy.
You know,
Bunch of
niggas
energy.
known for them bucks and shit.
Yeah. So look, I know I said rapper, right? But the truth be told, like, you one of my favorite hustlers in this whole shit.
I appreciate it.
Especially for a lot of things that you've accomplished independently while dealing with stints in and out of prison. You know what I'm saying? It's phenomenal, especially when you come from the gutter, and a lot of my guys is locked up. They doing massive time. My little brother doing life. So I told him, I said, Vezzo coming through. He was like, yo, that's a good one. Solid. Anytime you see me in some streets.
That. Real nigga, bro.
So, like, on top of that, you were the first rapper signed to the legendary Hometown Records, Motown.
Yeah, first Detroit rapper.
Detroit rapper.
Yeah. That was an accomplishment. That shit felt like something. You know what I'm saying? Still do.
Yeah.
You know, that shit means something.
Yeah, shout out to Dane. We was just talking about that.
Yeah, shout out to Dane. Dane signed me. He was the A&R behind that whole play. Like, you know what I'm saying? We did it big. Like, I learned a lot with Dame, though. You know, we learned a lot from each other. That's my brother. I respect him.
He was proud of that. He was like, yo, I got him straight out the halfway house. We got him straight
he did, bro. He believed in me, bro, and he rolled with me, and he stuck with me. He fought for me. He still fight for me to this day. Like, Dame believe in me.
Yo, look, so I had watched your Welcome to the Neighborhood, right? And then there was a moment when you spoke on pulling over and you were crying because you didn't want to make money the way you did anymore.
No, I wasn't crying, but I was just feeling away. Like, you know, that shit was just some weird energy that day. You heard? I'm like, man, this shit too much.
Emotions.
Cool on that shit.
You feel me? So what role does faith play inside your life right now?
As far as what?
Just how you move, like faith and your belief system, you feel me?
Faith played the biggest role in my life. I moved my whole life off faith. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real religious person. So, you know, every decision I make, I think about God first.
And that's why I asked that question.
I try to.
That's why I asked that question, because when I sit and listen to you, the music, and you always giving God the praise and everything else. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Got to. I think we need to do that more. Like, a lot of artists need to do that. Because ain't nobody nothing without God. I don't fuck who you is.
True.
I mean, God is real.
All right, so outside of everything else, right, you got the Gangsta Grills coming.
Yeah, December 8th, Paint the City.
Paint the City, right? Paint the City.
Shout out to DJ Drama.
Right, but before that, like what we was rocking with heavy was the Ritual of Pints 3.
Yeah.
That like set the tone, right?
Yeah, that went up.
So you've been on run with series, a bunch of series, Clarity, Robin Season, but what made the Ritual of Pints stand out from the others?
Man, I just was having fun with that motherfucker for real, just making music for me. You know, I think one moment I got lost in making music for other people, like, and with the intention of will people fuck with this, and at that point it was just like, man, I'm gonna make shit I want to listen to. That's what I did, and that shit worked out wonderful.
And you always hear about it as far as like you getting your due now, but you've been going crazy in the city for a while, right? Going crazy in the city for a while, just the whole Detroit scene, the world. And I tell niggas all the time, right? Like, I'm from New York City, and I love New York, and the A always had a crazy run in LA, but I fuck with a lot of artists in Detroit, and I knew the sound was gonna go crazy because they be talking that shit. And you got God Bless the Six, and that's another one of my favorite Detroit niggas, Ray, right?
Yeah.
So he going off too. So like, how's y'all chemistry together? Like, y'all coming through and...
That's my little brother, bro. We from the same hood. I knew Ray since we was shorties. Like, you know, we locked in. That shit just like organic. You know, we just linking, we recording, just make movies. You know what I'm saying? That's my little brother. So it ain't really too much that gotta go into that because everything's just organic. You know what I'm saying?
Now with that, right, just off the Ritual of Pints, I was just talking about you. You had a crazy verse from E40.
Yeah.
Or had to, right? So were you a fan of his coming out?
Hell yeah, I was. I'm still a fan. E40 a legend.
Yeah.
And he a real nigga.
Now Yeah, he is. Like, I was just talking, I just asked them, like, yo, who you think won that versus 40 or Too Short? Let me ask you who you think won that too.
Man, you know what's crazy? I ain't even get a chance to check it out.
For real?
Yeah, I did. But both of them legends, bro.
Super.
I respect both of their grind.
Super.
They hustle, you know, they legacy, all that shit. They two OGs. It'd be hard to do the comparing niggas up, you know what I'm saying? We all one, bro.
Yeah, and that was a celebration where he just dropped a whole nother album. 40 was dancing though, you know what I'm saying?
40 turned, man. Still turned.
So, like we talked about the Motown situation, you were independent, you got it hot, you heated it up, and now you were QC.
Yeah.
Right? So, why do you feel this partnership makes sense, especially at this point in your career?
It ain't nothing I feel, it's something I know. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. That's why I did that shit. So we just gonna make that shit keep on working and thug it out and run it up to the moon.
And you manifested that though anyway.
Yeah. I fuck with P, I fuck with Coach, I fuck with that whole team over there. So everything just solid. Like, nigga got a lot of room and, you know, by being a partnership, it's just easier to wiggle too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that shit smooth, bro.
So Vez said, fuck award shows, we in the field, right?
Yeah.
Yo, but the way we moving now, like when niggas get to see it, like my son got that shit, you gonna be on the awards soon. You dropping these records.
Can't wait, brother.
Them
Speak that shit in existence too. That motherfucker coming. Like everything else, you know what I'm saying? Gonna keep winning.
So why do you believe Detroit's getting so much recognition now though? Why is now the time?
I feel like every city gonna have their turn, you know, where it's a bunch of niggas that's consistent and believe in themselves and believe at what they do, and they all on one accord somehow, way or another. You know what I'm saying? We all pushing one sound right now. We all got the same understanding of what music and rap music should sound like. So I think just the stars just align for us. And then after us is gonna be another city that's gonna come. Like every city gonna have their turn when you got a gang of niggas pushing one agenda, ain't no way around it not working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's just destiny right now.
All right, so I wanted to talk about The Price of Love, right? Because you put that out, you did that independently too. That shit was hard. And I tell niggas, like, I come from that era where niggas be selling DVDs. New York had a crazy run on the hood shit, but Detroit got a crazy run. Every time you turn on Amazon Prime, it's like 1,000 joints. Niggas got the baddest joints in the videos.
The way we is with the music right now, I feel like we like the same way with the movies.
Yeah,
that's why I'm doing both, you know. We're gonna take advantage of both.
So Tag's on the way.
November 23rd, Imagine Theater, Royal Oak. We're gonna drop it in the theaters. Then we're gonna come streaming. You heard? With November 23rd, Tag the movie. It's like a new version, updated New Jersey Drive, but in the Detroit way. You heard? It's about stolen cars, retagging them and selling them. And obviously, every movie gotta have some type of learning to it. You know what I'm saying? So just the young niggas that go through the ups and the downs, they fall, they get back up, they learn, and it is what it is. You heard?
And they did that. The Jersey Drive was a classic. They did a lot of that shit in Brooklyn too.
They
was on location everywhere.
That shit's serious.
So outside of the music, man, you do a lot for in your community as an entrepreneur, right? So why has it been so important for you to not only create jobs, but like the affordable housing and opportunities in Detroit?
It ain't really necessarily like, it ain't nothing that, it's just something I just want to do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like I gotta do or I feel like I'm responsible for or none of that shit. It's just something I just like to do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing that I promote or speak on and like, you know what I mean? Try to catch no wave or no clout off of that shit because I do that shit because I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just normal. I ain't got no feelings about it as far as pat myself on the back about it or none of that type of shit. You know what I mean? That's my hood. I just gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah, take care of it. So with that, man, you know you got a lot going on. The movie's about to drop. The Gangsta Grills. What else? Are we gonna get a tour from you, son?
January.
January?
On tour, yeah. It's my first tour. I ain't never been on tour, so we're gonna make a movie. Every city we go to.
That's the move. That's the
Tee
move.
up. Yeah.
You know who you taking out with you? You gonna be talking about that? Yo, that's a surprise.
Well, I could release one name, it's Baby Money.
Okay.
I know I'm taking Los with me, and then we're gonna build up a crazy roster.
That's the move, man. Well, I tell you what, man, we appreciate you. What you doing, the music been going up, you super consistent.
I
And you do it
appreciate
for the
you,
streets, my nigga. So we want to continue to win. So let them know how they can get in contact with you, Vezzo.
It's on the flow. Big Ice Drink, Paint the City, December 8th. Make sure y'all get that. Tag the movie, November 23rd. Coming to a streaming service near you. Follow me on all social media sites, Icewear_Vezzo. Yeah.
Nigga threw that shit on. You see him? Y'all niggas only double up in double cups. Nigga.
Yeah, he
Drink
knows
God.
something.
What's up?
He knows something.
What's up? Nigga? You know what's going down.